Thank you so much. I'm here with cookbook author Tracy Medeiros, and you just wrote a brand new cookbook, Vermont Farm Table Cookbook, right?
I did, Sean.
All right, and what are you making for us today?
Well, I'm going to make a seared sea scallop dish with smoked bacon and a creamy maple sauce. It's very simple.
Well, that sounds really good because it's maple and it's bacon and it's heavy cream, so that's the perfect thing for the holiday season.
Exactly, a winner.
It's a winner chicken dinner. So let's get started, but why don't you tell me the idea how you guys came up with this cookbook and how you guys put it out?
Sure. Well, the Vermont Farm Table Cookbook is a celebration of a way of life that is homegrown, healthful, and just a good kind of living that makes Vermont so special. And there's 12 categories, and there's something for everyone. Meat lovers, vegetarians, seafood lovers. And how this book came about was I wrote a column for the Essex Reporter in Colchester Sun, a food column, and it was a question and answer column. And these hardworking folks were just so enthusiastic to be in my column. And I felt, Sean, that I potentially had a cookbook. So I asked my editor, could I use the research, use the recipes, and put together a cookbook? And she said, go for it. So
and it's beautiful. I mean, the photography in it is great, and then there's tons of producer profiles and chefs throughout the state that you see through it. It's just a really nice weaving of kind of how the whole system in the state has worked for a long time with really classic and new recipes. I mean, I was really delighted. It's a great book.
Thank you.
So if you are not done your Christmas shopping yet, get on here.
Thank you. And what's so special about this book too, Sean, I asked all the contributors to nominate an organization that they felt was worthy of a portion of the proceeds, and the Vermont Food Bank won.
It's huge. I mean, a lot of people out there right now in Vermont are struggling. Sometimes we don't really think that, but there are a lot of Vermonters that are struggling every day, and proceeds from this going to that is a great way to share.
And what folks don't know, just for $1 helps provide 3 meals.
Yeah.
$1.
$1.
And it's amazing. 3 meals, you can feed 3 folks with that.
It's good food too. When you come to the food bank, they have a lot of good food. Well, let's get started on this. So we got super hot pan, right?
Excellent.
Okay.
So 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Do you want to have the honors, Sean, since you're right there? Great. And while you're heating up the olive oil, I'll talk a little bit about scallops. They come into 2 broad categories usually, and it's the bay scallop and the sea scallop. Now the bay scallop is really small, and I brought an example of that so the folks out there who aren't familiar with sea scallops or bay scallops, they can see the difference.
Yeah, and they're sweeter.
Exactly. Yeah. And they're very tiny, and about a 1/2 inch in diameter. And then the sea scallops are about 1.5 inch in diameter. And when you purchase sea scallops, they should have a nice moist sheen and also a sweet smell.
Yeah.
And as
if they smell like super fishy,
exactly.
Don't buy seafood at that store anymore. But dry pack, so you can find wet scallops out there and dry scallops. You really want to find a good dry scallop,
Exactly. And also, too, with the sea scallops, there tends to be a tendon on a lot of them, and it's very simple to remove. You just peel it back like so, and then just peel it off. And it's okay if you forget to take a couple of them off. It changes the texture slightly.
It's chewier, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so save that, put it in your freezer, and save it for like fake clam chowder or something.
Exactly. And this seems to be very hot, so I think it's ready. It's smoking.
It's hot.
Okay.
All right.
So we're just going to put these on like so, and we're going to sear them for 2 minutes on each side to get a nice caramel color on the sea scallops. And
caramelize. We're going to caramelize these scallops.
You're going to caramelize them, Sean. And also it's important to have a pan that's large enough to hold them comfortably, because if not, you will steam the scallops.
Which is also known as gross.
Exactly. And you won't get that nice caramelized color. I'm just going to put them in like so.
Perfect. And we'll put these back on the burner.
Excellent. And also I wanted to mention too, in the cookbook, and this is an example of a great seafood dish, I noticed, Sean, that a lot of the chefs were incorporating local ingredients into seafood dishes and doing an amazing job. So today I decided to do this recipe because A, it's maple syrup, and that's the theme of the program, and B, I wanted to show folks out there what Vermont is doing with seafood. Some really amazing things.
Yeah, we have a lot of great chefs right now, you know, home and professional, who are really focusing on sustainable seafood, regional seafood. And a lot of people don't know, but, you know, scallop production in the Northeast, very prominent in the Georges Bank. They just opened an area up a couple weeks ago. So, you know, right off, you know, the Canadian South.
Exactly. Let me just check these out a little bit.
All right.
Let's see. Almost.
A little more.
A little more. And
All
what's great in this dish, too, it uses smoke and cure bacon.
Okay.
And
from Heinsberg, Vermont. Chris Bailey's place, very good bacon.
Exactly. And also some local Vermont maple syrup.
Yep.
As well as some local cream. So again, seafood and just incorporating some great local ingredients, a handful of ingredients. And this dish is great as an appetizer, as well as an entree. All you have to do is just add a grain.
Or as like a snack while you drive down the road.
Exactly.
Put it in an ice cream cone and just eat it. That's what I would do.
That's excellent.
All right, let me check these out.
Okay, they should be almost all set.
All right, they're starting to brown up a little.
Excellent.
All right, we'll start a little flipping.
Great. And again, this cookbook, there's something for everyone. For meat lovers, for vegetarians.
Yeah, I was really blown away by that. But I mean, also, you know, you've got just such great stories of the producers around the state who are just doing some really interesting progressive things.
Thank you. Well, I thought it was important just, you know, to tell these hardworking folks their stories. You know, I think that Vermont is doing such an amazing job. It's such a foodie state. And again, I didn't, like with my first cookbook, Dishing Up Vermont, there's also profiles in the book. And again, I thought with this book, it was very important to tell the stories of these hardworking folks.
For sure.
Because they have these wonderful stories. Their stories are very inspiring. And as you know, Sean, you know, farming is hard.
It is. You don't get into farming because you're like, I really want to work 20 hours a week and complain a lot.
Exactly, and not get paid a lot. And what really fuels these folks, it's their passion. And also to feed communities healthy food. And it's just a really inspiring, beautiful thing.
We're very fortunate in where we live that people have a chance to connect with the people who actually produce the food.
Exactly.
You know, so it's really a wonderful time to be up here.
Exactly.
So do we do the bacon in the pan with the scallops right
now?
No,
actually we're going to remove the scallops.
All right.
We'll put it on that plate. And then we're going to add the bacon.
And
the bacon is minced. And for those folks, say, who don't have sharp knives, mincing the bacon can be a little tricky.
If you don't have a sharp knife, you should go buy a sharp
knife. Exactly. But a lot of folks don't, Sean.
I know.
So,
like my mother. If you're watching the show, Mom, guess what you're getting for Christmas?
A knife.
A sharp knife.
So what's great, if you have sharp kitchen shears or a food processor, that is very helpful to mince the bacon if you don't have a sharp knife. Just a little tip out there for the viewers. And as you can see, they're nice and caramelized and within a matter of minutes. And then we just saute this quickly for 1 minute. We're going to add some lovely local maple syrup.
And this is from where? Square Deal?
Square Deal Farm.
Nice feature profile in the book there.
And, well, actually, Arlington, I'm sorry, not Arlington, the West Mountain Inn contributed the recipe, though.
Nice.
But they used this wonderful maple syrup. And then we're slowly going to add the heavy cream so it doesn't break.
All right.
And in a matter of minutes, you have this lovely dish.
How crispy do we make this bacon?
Just a little bit more. Because it's minced, it's
No, I mean, and it's really cooking up super quickly.
Sure.
And evenly. I mean, that's the thing. When you crisp up bacon and you cut it too big, it's never cooked evenly, which I like. I like when the bacon is like super raw and really fatty.
You do?
Yeah, but everybody else in my house hates it.
Yeah, I'm not into the chewy raw bacon.
No, you're into the crunchy.
Crispy.
All right.
Okay, so slowly add, well, you don't have to slowly, but with the heavy cream, obviously. You're a chef, I don't need to tell you this, to slowly add the cream after. And then we're just going to swirl it around.
All right.
And what's great, you have the smokiness from the bacon, you have the sweetness from the maple syrup, and you also have the slight sweetness from the scallops.
And I love this dish around holiday season because it's like, to me, like scallops and bacon, it's always like the holiday past appetizer and everybody loves it. But this is just like, It's kind of a twist on it, but it's that inspiration of what we have locally available to us.
Exactly.
It's just a classic.
And home cooks, you don't have to stress out if you make this for the holidays. And then we're just going to add this so it doesn't get all candied.
All right.
And then it's done. We just heat the scallops through, which won't take long at all, maybe not even a minute, 30 seconds, and there you go. And you can make this simple dish for the holidays. Serve this as an appetizer.
Or you can put it in your ice cream cone for the drive home.
Exactly. I'm just going to put it in like so.
I'm just going to splash them with more.
Love that.
And that sauce just getting really, and it smells like bacon and butterscotch and seared scallops in here, which smells
delicious.
Lovely. Yes, it really does. That's perfect.
Yeah. And then we're just going to plate it, and then you can have a sample of it, and you can let us know how you like it.
Oh, I just want to eat it out of the pan.
Oh, I love that.
I think I might eat it out of the pan.
Oh, go for it, Sean. You have to get the bacon.
Oh, I do need to get the bacon. You know, I'm just stealing this scallop because it's
good.
all covered
Has
in bacon.
bacon. Don't burn yourself.
They're so hot.
We need an ice pack now.
But so good. Ah, it's so good.
You lost a few taste
It's
buds
delicious.
out.
You know, I was being like jerk chef critical, and I was like, I don't see any salt here, and I don't see any pepper here.
Right.
And it's totally balanced.
Right.
Like you don't. It's the salt of the scallop and the bacon. It's already there. Like. It's genius. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sean, so much.
It's great to
Pleasure.
see you. And the
Great
book
to see you again.
is wonderful. So, you know, if you're looking for gifts, this one donates money to the Vermont Food Bank, which is a great cause. And today we're here raising money for Vermont Public Television. So, you know, make sure you get on the phone, call in 1-800-639-8303, and make your pledge today. And we're going to have tons more food and tons more ingredients. But this cookbook really is just dynamic. It really celebrates the whole state, the whole landscape of what's going on in food. And as you can tell here, the recipes are fantastic. So we're going to send it back to the pledge set. Make sure you pick up the phone, dial 1-800-639-8303.